Chapter 14, Al Capone's Baseball. Same day, Wednesday, January 9th, 1935. I am so mad at my mom, that's all I can think about. I don't care about whether Piper got caught, or Jimmy or Annie had any trouble getting the extra clothes by their moms. I don't care about anything except figuring out how I'm going to get Scout to change the baseball day. When I get to Miss Bimp's class, Scout's already in his seat. We chat for a minute, then I take a deep breath and blurt it out. Do you think maybe we could get a game together for Tuesday after school instead of Mondays? We play Mondays, Scout says, working a hole in his ledger book with his pencil. Yeah, I know, but I can't come Mondays. How about Tuesdays? Do they lock you in on Mondays? He laughs. I don't. My mom teaches piano. I gotta go back to watch my sister. I leave out the part about my sister being older than me and nutty as a fruitcake. He nods like he understands. Maybe we could play, another game on Tuesdays, I say, trying again. Piper said they play ball on Alcatraz. The prisoners, I mean. Maybe you could play with them. Or better yet, get us both in the game. He smiles. His smile is the only part of him that doesn't move fast. We're not allowed. Oh, well, wouldn't want to play with them anyways. Probably steal all the bases. I laugh. Think Capone plays? My throat tightens. Who knew not talking about Capone was going to be so hard? I don't know, I say. I heard he plays first base. I'd like to see that. Do they let you, watch? I shake my head. Nope, but if the baseballs come flying over the prison wall, you get to keep them. Really? Al Capone's baseball? I don't guess you'd know it was his. You have one? Nope. Well, if you get one, I'd have to have a look-see. Beats getting my shirt washed, that's for sure. Yep, I smile at this. Anyway, I can't play next Tuesday. I gotta watch my kid sister and my two little brothers. But maybe Tuesday after next. It was fun playing with you. You were great on second. I'll try, okay? Okay, I say. Miss Bimp is here now. You get a convict baseball? You'll show it to me first, right? Scout whispers. Sure, I nod. Will I have to pay? Nope, I get one. You'll see it free and clear, I say. You're all right, Moose. He smiles his warm, slow smile, and I scoot back to my seat. Chapter 15, Looking for Scarface, Thursday, January 10th, 1935. The next day, it's hot out. It was like this at home in Santa Monica sometimes. In the middle of winter, all of a sudden, we'd get a summer day. On the way home from school, Annie told me we're meeting at the parade grounds, that we're going to head down to some secret spot where you can watch the convicts walk up to the cell house at 4 o'clock. Annie says they do this all the time. It isn't against the rules, and sometimes they even see Capone. When I get to our apartment, my mom's music bag and her hat are waiting at the door. I forgot to ask, what did Scout say yesterday? She asks. He said he'd try. See? She smiles at me. Was that so bad? Natalie paces back and forth in front of the window, digging at her collarbone with her chin. My mom stops and looks at me. She seems to be thinking of saying something about this, but changes her mind. Remember, just treat her like you would a normal sister. This isn't babysitting. Whatever you say, Mom, I say, watching Nat fuss with her clothes like something's too tight. What's the matter? I ask Natalie. She's fine, my mother answers for her. We've been all over. We've had a lovely day. My mom glances quickly at me and then away. She looks upset. It's just hot, that's all. My mom rubs her neck. She wants her buttons. Well, yes, my mom admits. But I'm sure once you take her out, she'll forget all about it. Miss Kelly says it's just a matter of redirecting her attention. My mom's voice isn't quite so sure as her words are. She and Natalie have clearly had a hard time today. Don't you think it's kind of mean taking her buttons away? My mom stares at the curtains. You have to try this. We have to try this. You'll take good care of her? She asks, her gloved hand on the door. Sure. I'll be back on the 6:30, my mom says. In my room, I dig through my drawer for my swim trunks. Come on, Nat, I say. Nat jumps up, motors to her room, and shuts the door. I knock, a hard rap. Natalie, let's go. She doesn't open the door. I knock again, then push it open a crack. She's standing in her bathing suit. Oh no, I say, you can't wear that. The warden was very clear about this. No girls are allowed to wear suits on account of the convicts. But how in the world do I explain this to Natalie? It's hot and she wants to wear her bathing suit. That's what we did at home. Natalie, you can't wear that. Mommy. Lorena, she went to go get food. Stop. Sorry. Hot, she says. Yeah, I know, but you can't wear your bathing suit. Put on something cool, but not that. Hot, she shouts. Okay, you're hot. I'm hot too. Moose cool, moose bathing suit. You're a girl, Natalie, and you've got, girl parts you have to keep covered up. It's not like home. How do I explain this to her? Moose cool, she repeats. There is no arguing with this. Back in my room, I put on my corduroys again, which is like deciding to bake each of my legs. I find Nat's dress and hand it to her. She hands it back. Moose hot, Natalie cool. She is almost smiling, her face full of victory. She's not about to change. She's not that crazy. I would laugh if it wasn't so frustrating. I don't want to miss the cons, because I'm curious, first off. But also because now I have to prove I'm not a goody-goody. Nat fusses with the straps of her suit. That doesn't look comfortable. Why don't you put on your blue dress? You always liked your blue dress. I rub her dress against my cheek. See? Soft. I'm just thinking. I'm wasting my breath when Natalie starts to take off her suit. I walk out of my room and close the door. All done, Nat? I ask when I hear her come out. When I turn around, she's standing in the living room, totally naked. I can feel my face get very red. Even the tips of my ears burn. I don't want to see my sister naked. No, you can't do that. I run to the front yard and yank the drapes closed. Now she's in the kitchen, lying on the cool floor. At least this is better. It isn't so bad from the back. I think about the time we took Natalie to my cousin Cricket's wedding. It was boiling that day too, and right in the middle of the ceremony, Natalie took off all her clothes. But she wasn't so old. It wasn't like now. The clock on the mantle is ticking, 3:15. We're supposed to meet at 3:30. It takes 10 minutes to get to the west stairs on the parade grounds. I have 5 minutes to get out the door and a crazy naked sister on the floor. How does my mom get her dressed anyway? You can take your buttons outside, but only if you wear your blue dress. I get the button box from where my mom has hidden it inside the radio cabinet. What else am I supposed to do? I shake the buttons down by her ear and try to pull the dress over her head. She doesn't take it off. You have to wear your underwear too. I won't look. She doesn't move a muscle. Her bare skin looks so white against the floor. Come on, Nat, I plead. Swim, she says. You want to go swimming? Natalie's swimming. Okay, here's what we'll do. If you wear your blue dress and your underwear, I'll take you swimming. I have no idea where I can take her swimming, but I'll worry about it later. Swim, blue dress, underwear, swim later. I try to talk in her language. Moose double, she says. Double what? Double swear. I laugh. Yeah, okay, I double swear. Miraculously, she puts on her dress, her underwear, her socks, and shoes, and we're out the door. 3:25. If we walk fast, we'll make it. But every time I turn around, Nat's stopped to rub her toe on the pavement. Then we have to count the birds. I try to get her to count and walk, but apparently this is impossible in Natalie world. I don't know what time it is when we walk across the parade grounds to the west stairwell. No one is there, but we can't be that late. I run down the stairs, leaving more and more distance between Nat and me. Then I hear them. I'm about to shout, "Wait up!" when Piper says, "Come on, Annie, I've lived around prisons my whole life, but I've never been inside the cell house. All we ever do is watch the cons walk up. Big deal. Don't you ever wonder what it's like in there? We got the biggest gangsters in the whole world here. Don't you want to shake hands with Al Capone?" The laundry plan isn't even finished, and Piper's already hatching another? I can't believe her. I strain my ears, but I can't hear what Annie says back. Annie's voice is soft and sweet. Piper's is loud and scratchy. "Al Capone," Piper says. And then I hear a stumbling sound behind me. It's Natalie. She's on her feet, but a bush is whapping back and forth like she just tripped over it. "You okay?" I ask. "What's that?" Annie says. And then suddenly Annie and Piper appear. Piper makes a gravelly sound with her throat. "What's she doing here?" Piper asks. I try to change the subject. "Where are Teresa and Jimmy?" "Didn't you hear? Mrs. Madiman had a baby boy. Named him Rocky," Annie says. She wipes the sweat off her forehead. They have a bunch of relatives coming to see the new baby, and Teresa and Jimmy have to entertain their cousins. Piper looks from me to Natalie and back again. "Can't your mom watch her?" she asks. She teaches piano lessons. "How often?" "Every day," I mutter, glancing back at Natalie, who is using her dress to fan herself. We all get a good look at her ruffled underwear. Thank goodness she put it on. "You better not do that when the cons come around," Annie says. Annie says. Go. 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 No. Go. Sorry again. "They can't actually see us, right?" I ask. "Right," Piper says. "Come on, they'll be up soon." The path is narrower here, so we go single file. Piper, then me, then Annie, then Nat. I've never